Did you know 84% of sales training is forgotten in less than 3 months? Which means that basically most coaching is a complete waste of time and money. Today, I'm going to share the only 5 frameworks you really need to sell SaaS. Nothing fancy, just what actually works. After way many 2 hours of coaching SaaS teams, I see the same patterns over and over, and selling has come down to 5 frameworks: discovery, how to answer question and objection, demo, multi-threading, and setting the next step. What I'm about to show you works because it's simple, it's repeatable, and it focuses only on what actually matters. You'll find in the description the full recap, examples, and templates, so you can even drop the notes if you want. Hi, I'm Carla, and this is my first video. In this channel, I'll be talking about sales enablement for SaaS. How to build sales playbooks, how to coach a team, how to build a sales library, what tools you can use, everything you need to run sales. So let's start. First thing, your discovery is probably terrible because you think you're looking for problems, but you're actually just collecting situations. A situation is just a fact, it's circumstances. A problem has consequences that needs to be solved. Here's the difference with a little example. Let's say your prospect says, we're using an outdated CRM. You might think it's a problem, but that's just a situation, because maybe this outdated CRM works just fine, and then it's not a problem. A problem would look like your prospect saying, our outdated CRM is causing reps to miss inbound leads, and we are leaking $40,000 of pipeline every month. This is a problem, and this is where you can pitch. But most reps, they just hear the first sentence, they hear about the outdated CRM, and they just run into pitching. 3 little questions that will get you all the time from situation to problem. First one, what do you mean by outdated? Can you clarify outdated? 2, how is that affecting your daily operations? And third one, what have you tried so far to solve this problem? It's a very simple question, but I promise you, go listen to your call recordings. Listen to a call recording of someone from your team and you will realize you are not asking those questions. The second framework is about how to answer questions from your prospect and how to handle objections. Here is something you will not hear a lot. When a prospect asks you a question, do not answer. I know it feels wrong and weird, and if you have the answer, you just want to say it. But think about what it means when someone asks something. It means 2 things. Either they are interested and you have to know why, or they think there is something wrong and you also have to know why. So your job is to find out why they are asking this question before you answer. Let's say your prospect asks, do you have a Slack integration? If you have a Slack integration, you probably want to answer, yes, of course, it's plug and play. You can push any event into a Slack notification. Let me show you how it works. Here, if you do so, you will just learn that they might want a Slack integration. So congrats, but this is not really useful to sell. But if you ask, why is that important to you? You might learn something more powerful. You might learn that their reps, they are missing inbound leads every week. They are missing about 3 deals per week and they have a 30% close rate. So in the end, it's a $60,000 of lost revenue per year. And just like that, you're not selling a Slack integration. You're solving a $600,000 problem. You created urgency. It's the same thing with objections. When you hear an objection, do not try to handle it. Try to understand what they really mean. Your demo are probably killing your deal because they are too boring. So you're showing every feature, every screen, you're talking 90% of the time, and I'm pretty sure that by minute 3, your prospect, they are checking their email and turning their camera off. You can make a great demo in 10 minutes. Actually, you can even make a great demo in 5 minutes. You just have to show your prospect why they really want to show and not everything. I'm going to share with you the only framework that will prevent you from having your prospect checking their email. The framework is tell, show, validate. It's super simple. Step 1, you start with their pains, always. So you make a quick recap of what you heard in discovery. And you tell them here that you're only going to show what's relevant for them, but there are other things. Step 2, you pick the biggest pain, you start big, and you show exactly how your solution solves this pain. And then this is where it's almost always forgotten. You validate. Does that solve the problem we talked about? It's simple, but if you're not asking this, you are imagining that you are solving the problem the best way possible. Here, you can also ask, were you picturing another way of solving this problem? We want to know what they have in their mind. If they are leaving the demo with question, with interrogation, with doubt, you're losing the deal. So ask the questions, even if they are not comfortable. And then you just repeat this for each pain you have until you don't have any more pain. You always let 10-15 minutes at the end of the demo to discuss impact, to discuss next step, so we are not running out of time. Now let's talk about multithreading. Multithreading is a very scary SaaS word because everybody knows they have to multithread, but nobody really knows how. So let's make it very simple. Here is something most reps get wrong. Even when you're talking directly to the C-level, the decision is rarely made alone. Someone has to validate the tech, someone has to sign off the budget, and someone might just have enough influence to kill your deal silently. So whoever you're talking to, always ask 2 very simple questions again. Who else would benefit from this? Is there anyone who might think this is not the best way to solve this problem? The first question will find you more friends, allies you haven't met yet. And the second one will find the detractors before they kill the deal very silently. It's essential to ask because also even your most engaged contact can just disappear. Champions leave, they get promoted, they get laid off, and when they leave with your deal. A customer I was working with lost a $200,000 deal. Their champion just got laid off and they found it by an automated email, which is very brutal. Last but not least, we're going to talk about what to do after meetings, what to send and how to set the next step. You did all the work here. Discovery, demo, endless meetings, but your follow-up is probably terrible. You're either sending a deck, 21 slide nobody asked for, or you're sending great chat, let me know if you have questions. Both are going to kill your deal. Here is what works, and once again, it's very, very simple. Send one short recap. You recap the problem and the consequences of their problems, how you solve those problems, who we need to involve, and the next step. And talking about the next step is a meeting booked in your calendar. If you're waiting for them to circle back, you're losing the deal. They have other priorities. They like the solution, but they will forget about it. So here are 5 frameworks. 1, dig for problems, not situations. 2, do not answer question, ask why first. 3, 10-minute demo max, pain laid, specific, nothing else. 4, your champion might leave, so multi-thread. 5, one useful recap, the next meeting booked before you hang out. If you're using those 5 frameworks consistently, you will be ahead of most reps. And it will prevent you from losing deal you should have won because you missed something, because the sales process wasn't clear. Thank you so much for watching. More videos are about to come, so if you like this one, just let me know. Also, as a reminder, you have the Notion playbook with everything I said, some more examples, some templates, so just use it. Thank you and see you soon.